Hi everybody, I'm Ellen coming to you from my kitchen. I wanted to show you these cups right in front of me. This is called the Measure All cups, and as you can see there are 3 different sizes. They are sold individually, and starting from the different sizes, this is the 2-cup Measure All cup, and this is 1 cup, and this is the petite Measure All cup. The great thing about these cups is they measure solids and liquids in the same container. As you can see up close, the red measures the solids and the blue measures liquids. The way it works is if you have, basically if you're trying to measure any liquid, you use it just like a regular cup. The blue measures liquids, so you would fill it up and then wherever, so if I wanted a cup, I would just hold it up and a cup is right here. So you would pour the liquid here and then you would pour it into your recipe. Now if you wanted to use the same cup and measure solids, for example, if you wanted to measure mayonnaise, ketchup, honey, anything like that, shortening, just flip it over and now the red arrow should be pointed up, and that will measure your solids. So if you wanted a 1 cup measurement, the 1 cup is actually right here. So in here you would push the cup down, just like this, until it reads 1 cup, right there. And you fill it up, level it out, take it to your bowl or your recipe, and then you're gonna push it. Okay, you're just gonna push it out, just like that. And everything scrapes out from the side. That's why I really like these cups, because you don't waste anything. Then you take a scraper and then you just remove it completely. Okay, so I actually need, I think I need 2 tablespoons of honey. So because the little one is right here, I don't really need to use these. So I'm going to take this little cup here and I'm going to put the honey in the solid part, which is the red. So I'm going to push the red down to 2 tablespoons, which is right around there. I need some honey, so I'm going to take this and then I'm just going to squeeze it in. Let's see if my honey is actually, oh yeah, it kind of crystallized. So I'm just going to remove the cap and pour it in. And okay, there was a little more than 2 tablespoons. And then I'm going to take this and pour it in here. Okay, just so that I can show you. Let me just push this out. Use this and then scrape it. Some drizzled on the side because I poured too much, but I am not going to waste it. I'm just going to take it, scrape it to the top. And that's how the Measure All cup works. You do not waste anything. There we go. Now, normally what I would do is I would take it from this container and put it into my recipe or the bowl that I would need it for, rather than taking it and putting it directly into another container. Because now from here I'm going to need another scraper and take it out. But that was just for viewing purposes. I'll just wash my hands right here. So that is the Petite Mini Measuring Cup, or sorry, Petite Measure All Cup. And then again we have the 1 cup and then we have the 2 cup. Now when you clean this, it is dishwasher safe. I highly recommend that you place it on the top rack. And this is because when you wash this, this is acrylic. If you put it too close to the heating element, it might warp or crack it. So I highly recommend that you put it on the top rack and then let it go through the dishwashing cycle. And when it's done, if you air dry it, then you can just take the towel and then dry it, unless you just air dry it and leave it alone. And then when you put it together, very, very important, you need to make sure that the blue arrow is facing up, okay? The cup sits right next to it. Take the cup and insert it this way. If you do it the other way, you will be forcing it. in, and it will not work because the measurements won't line up. So make sure that when you put it back together again, the blue arrow is facing up and the cup sits right next to it, and then you just put it together. Okay, so that is it. Again, these are called the Measure All cups, and I absolutely love these. Hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.